What is up, guys? Dashing here for episode 361 of Community Universe Mode. Indeed, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back as we are fresh off the heels of the grandest extravaganza in CMV's history, Ascendance 5, and what an event it was. There's no rest for the wicked, as they say, as things are set to pick right back up the new calendar year here, Monday Night Fusion. A stat card, as always, more so than usual here, in the shadow of the grandest stage of them all. Of course, if you missed out on the 4-day event, that was Ascendance 5, all episodes, though they are in 11 parts because this game is trash, available in a playlist on my YouTube channel, which you can find the link to, I should say, blah, 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 can't speak right now, in my Twitch info section. So you can hit that up. No doubt it was an amazing 4 shows. Had the pre-show and panel on Friday, the kickoff on Saturday, day 1 on Sunday, and 1 week ago from today, the final day. Why is my phone on 48%? Had this shit charging all day. But here we go, guys. We are getting things started. Rip my phone. Probably going to die before the show's over. With the new Rising Star Champion. Indeed, the title has changed hands in the week that CMV has been on its little post-Ascendance break. WGW hosted a Rising Star Championship match in CMV's first crossover. Miles Kelly dethroning El Guerrero Furioso. EGF less than what? Oh my God! Kendall Wolf! It's Kendall Wolf, ladies and gentlemen, with his signature metal bag toe. Miles Kelly, look out! Metal bag to the back of the head. The championship goes flying, and again to the back of the head. What the hell is Kendall Wolf doing here? He was supposedly signed to Friday Night Genesis. Kendall Wolf hasn't been seen on Monday Night Fusion in nearly a year. Holy shit! Why is he attacking the new Rising Star Champion? Miles Kelly, that fedora must be glued onto his head, but whatever the reasoning is for the former world champion Kendall to be attacking Miles Kelly here, I can't fathom. Kelly was set to go one-on-one with Arthur Rose here to kick off the show in a rematch from the Ascendance 5 pre-show. And Kendall just came out here brutally beating the hell out of him. Now Wolf trying to lure him into the ring. The legit gentleman is pissed. He is not happy. Oh, but his emotions getting the better of him. Kendall Wolf. Oh, what a hip toss. And now Wolf to the second turnbuckle. Slappy trying to maintain order. Goes for a senton. Kelly moves out of the way. And Miles Kelly with a cheeky stomp. Kendall Wolf, ladies and gentlemen, slithering out of the ring, hopping the barricade as Miles Kelly holds the back of his head in agony. 2 shots to the skull with that metal bat. But why did Kendall Wolf attack Kelly, ladies and gentlemen? What was his reasoning? What purpose? Again, Kendall was supposedly signed to Friday Night Genesis, so that's surprise number 1 as to why the hell he's here. And then what kind of beef does he have with the new Rising Star Champion? Now, I was excited to see Kelly in action, winning that championship during the WGW CMV crossover, defeating El Guerrero Furioso, but instead Wolf had other plans in mind. Hopefully we hear from Kendall, guys. I mean, great to see Wolf back. Like I said, I think next week will mark a full year he's been out of CMV. It's great to see him back, and I was excited to see him compete on Genesis, but apparently something changed that we're not aware of. Unfortunate for Kelly, though. Not a great start to his championship reign. But welcome in all. I still can't believe my phone is on 45%. Had this shit charging all day. That really grinds my gears. But welcome, what up, Dynamic, Gab, Hellish, Kinzel, Flashy. Welcome in. As up next, guys, I guess our first match of the evening here, technically, as we are seeing the debut of Flashy, set to go one-on-one with Sean Kent. Of course, Flashy joined us during the pre-show and panel this past Friday. Or not this past Friday, but Ascendance 5 weekend, obviously. We got to know this newcomer a little bit. He's talking a whole lot of trash. Getting under the skin of quite a few people on the panel and in the CMV universe. Included in that, Sean Kent. Flashy and Kent broiled in a bitter war of words during the pre-show and panel. And Flashy tweeting out during day one where Sean Kent was involved in that triple threat match for the United States title. Sean actually laid down a challenge that if he were victorious in that matchup, if he became United States champion, he would put the belt on the line against Flashy here tonight. But of course, you know, Kent was not successful, Xander Slate retaining. But Flashy is still going to get his opportunity here, debuting on the flagship show with a huge opportunity to take out a former tag team champion. And most definitely a rising star here in CMV and Sean Kent. Of course, guys, our main event tonight is going to be a rematch from the main event of Ascendance 5 Day 2. Paul Devon, Chris Andrews in a 20-minute Iron Man match after what happened following the main event at Ascendance, of course, which we'll get into a little bit later on tonight. Schmitty, our new undisputed champion, pulling those shenanigans. Flashy getting acquainted with the CMV universe here. Using up that firework budget. It's time, I should say, to see if Flashy can back up all the trash talk. The CMV universe seems to be a bit behind him here. They enjoyed his presence on the pre-show and panel. Respect his attitude. Now let's see if he can handle himself in the ring against this man. And Sean Kent is no joke, ladies and gentlemen. Like I said, it wasn't the man pinning that triple threat. Xander Slate pinned Azrael at Ascendance 5 to retain his United States Championship. And Kent, a former Fusion Tag Team Champion. This man holds some big victories here on Monday Night Fusion. One of his biggest, he pinned and defeated Chris Andrews when he was the World Champion. Of course, the younger brother of Alpha World Champion Ryan Kent was trying to step out of the shadow of his brother at Ascendance 5. Didn't really go his way. Now it's time to see if he can put down some young blood. And our first tweet of the evening here, ladies and gentlemen, comes from Gerard Fisher, who says, "Keep your eyes out, my war begins tonight." Of course, Gerard referencing turning on Harvey Hastings at Ascendance 5, brutally beating down his former tag team partner. We're going to see Harvey Hastings in action later on in our co-main event when he battles the returning Shiloh Gray. So that tweet from Gerard a bit ominous. Wouldn't be surprised if Fisher made an appearance during that match. Let's hope not, but here we go, folks. It's time to get into some action here on Monday Night Fusion, edition number 94. It's supposed to start off with a rematch from Ascendance 5 between Miles Kelly and Arthur Rose, but again, Kendall Wolf returning with that metal bat of his, that signature bat, and beating down the new Rising Star champion. Miles Kelly began to fight back, so Wolf scurried off through the crowd. Hopefully Kendall explains himself as these two go right after each other. Sean Kent gonna put the young Flashy up in the top rope. Flashy though with the back elbow early on, showing us that he's not afraid to take a risk with a nice crossbody. Done to perfection. What up, Gumble? Second, technically first, but second scheduled match of the evening. Oh, nice reality check there. New to the side of the head into a neck breaker. As now Flashy going out into the ring apron. Shooting star press. Looks like he landed on Sean Kent's knees. Maybe some butterflies. Some first match jitters here from Flashy. It's to be expected. They're going to get right back into the groove, though, with a camel clutch. You're looking to fuck his ass, break him back, and make him humble. But Sean Kent able to escape and drop back, freeing himself from the submission. Tonight, guys, we also see the debut of 10L. He'll be taking on Lex Knight. 10L certainly making a first appearance and quite the statement at Ascendance 5 when he attacked Xander Slate. Xander's actually not here tonight after that assault. I'm being told that he suffered his shoulder popped right out of the socket. So Xander recuperating from that injury. Who knows how long he'll be out. But we're indeed going to see how 10L handles himself in the ring against someone like Lex Knight. That's sure going to be an exciting matchup. As Flashy goes for a kick to the gut. Trip up, though, by Sean Kent. Into a Hell's Gate by Sean. Pressing his shin right up under the chin. Oh my God, the power of Flashy. Little cheeky powerbomb to escape that Hell's Gate submission. And these two, man, right as soon as the bell rang, they went at it. Million miles a minute right now. You can tell that the tension between these two is palpable. They do not like one another. Oh, Kent up over the shoulders. Ooh, double knee gut buster. Yo, what up, Vic? I thought he might have been going for that GTS already. Luckily for Flashy, he doesn't, but that still certainly hurt. Baseball, I should say basement drop kick. Now another curve stomp. Flashy is hurting right now as Sean Kent looks to put down the young blood. No, Flashy able to counter that signature combo of Sean Kent's. Whatever Flashy went for there, countered by Sean. Back and forth they go. Nice German. Now Flashy brought up to a vertical base. Kent gonna try again. There's the punch to the ribs. Couple of slaps. There's that spinning back fist. Now the kicks to the chest come into play. We know he's gonna try to finish it off. That spinning soul kick gonna crack the rib clean in half. Sean Kent trying to keep the pressure on. Flashy, though, shakes the cobwebs, punch to the gut, frees himself. Bam! And a nice tornado DDT. Flashy going to try for a pin here, perhaps making sure there's no rope break shenanigans coming into play as he hooks the leg. Only a one count. Up next, guys, we're going to see the new Anarchy champion, Jaquan Shea. Going to go at it with Jamari Williams, turning on Jamari at Ascendance 5. Ooh, went for a roundhouse kick. Flashy able to dodge it. Now Ken being taken for a ride up in the electric chair position. Spun out, sit out, power bomb by Flashy. We're also going to get to see the new Fusion Tag Team Champions in action later on tonight. The bickering duo Tyson Cage Sarasi, they did it. Dethroning Desolation at the show of shows tonight. Look to kick off the reign as they take on the SNS Connection. Mr. Money in the Bank, Jacob Ziegler, and Shane Scott. Overkill by Flashy. Immediately goes for a drop kick to follow it up. Kent, though, with the quickness, moving out of the way. Going for a backbreaker attempt, maybe no. Countered by the newcomer. Drops him down on the arm. Ooh, and now a snap of the leg. Flashy working every limb here that he can get his hands on as he tries for another pin. Frequent pins by Flashy in this matchup. Trying to make Kent exert his energy, but Flashy, you can tell that he's tired as well. Got to start working on that cardio game, working on that stamina. As Flashy goes to the second turnbuckle, taking a risk yet again. You can see Slappy there warning him to get down. Flashy's not listening, though. Oh, shit! Flashy! What a moonsault DDT! That was incredible! And now, the newcomer with a jumping cutter! Oh, Sean Kent deflects the jumping cutter. Looking for the flash in the pan, if you will, but to no avail. Flashy instead again gonna go for that electric chair sit-out powerbomb. Oh, but there's a rope break for Kent. Flashy is taking it to the former tag team champion right now. He is in firm control of that kick to the gut like Sean Kent's an unwanted dog. Flashy trying to prop him up. Sean Kent, though, with an arm drag, gonna throw him overhead, I should say. Ooh, hooks the arms, backslide driver into the pin. 1, 2, oh, but only a 2 count. Flashy Might be in La La Land right now. Sean Kent taking the time to trying to get in Flashy's head, tell him to suck it. And now that brutal super kick. No! The time that Sean Kent wasted. Super kick by Flashy. Sean Kent wasted time mocking Flashy. It almost cost him there. Goes for a code breaker. Shades with his brother Ryan Kent. What a match this has been. European uppercut creates some distance. Jumping cutter by Flashy. Gets it that time. 1, 2, 3, and Flashy is victorious. It's his debut. Flashy defeats Sean Kent in his debut. What a match, though. Jumping cutter out of nowhere. Flashy backing up the trash talk during the Ascendance 5 pre-show and panel. Sean certainly didn't make it easy. What a match, and Flashy victorious here in his Fusion debut. There's the first time he tried for that jumping cutter. It was deflected by Sean Kent. Sean Kent was nearly able to finish it a bit later on with that super kick out of the corner, but Flashy was able to counter it. Given too much time, hit Kent with a super kick of his own. Yo, what up, 702? Just in time for Jaquan Shea. And action up next. Here's the finish. Sean Kent turns around. Bam! Flatline, flash in the pan. And Kent is done for. Flashy with an impressive debut. Oh, wait a minute! Azrael, watch out, Slappy! Azrael just mowing Slappy down! The ball from behind! Flashy doesn't see him coming! Oh, but Azrael makes a mistake! Trying to catch Flashy from behind! No, ducking a clothesline! Azrael with a nasty looking DDT! Why the hell is Azrael attacking Flashy? Oh, Azrael now to the apron. Oh, beckoning Flashy up to his feet. Gotta be looking for that phenomenal forearm. Yes, he is. Bam! Connects flush, and Flashy is out. But Azrael's still not done. Big asshole out of the corner. Kick to the temple. My God, Azrael just destroying Flashy in what should have been the best moment of his career with a successful debut and win over Sean Kent, but Azrael attacking the newcomer. And now the question has to be, ladies and gentlemen, why did Azrael attack Flashy? We know that Azrael and Sean Kent, former tag team partners, former champions together. They have been a bit of a back and forth holding singles victories over one another. They were obviously involved in the triple threat alongside Xander Slate for the United States Championship at Ascendance 5. Perhaps Azrael wanted to take out all of the competition so that Sean Kent knows that the boa is still not done with him. That would be my guess, but either way, ladies and gentlemen, the show must go on. Azrael laying out Flashy. And now up next, we are set to see the brand new CMV Anarchy champion, Jaquan Shea, in action as he takes on his former tag team partner in Jamari Williams. It was at Ascendance 5 that these two, alongside the former champion Perry Heenan, competing in a triple threat. Shea would have secured the pinfall victory over Perry to become the new Anarchy champion, but did not stop there, as Jaquan would announce and reveal that it was he who was behind the multiple attacks on Jamari Williams all of last year. Remember, it was, I believe it was at Homecoming that the Masked Man, the Mystery Man, attacked Jamari, and then again at Absolution, actually costing Jamari his spot in the Royal Rumble match. Remember, he got the 30th spot, but then he was attacked, and Jaquan revealing that it was him who was behind those attacks. And Jamari, obviously heated, getting in his own head, tried to attack Jaquan, but Shea would lay him out at the show of shows. Now Jamari coming back from Payback, looking to soil Jaquan's championship celebration here. As there you see him, ladies and gentlemen, with the Anarchy Championship slung over his shoulder. It's time to find out what kind of champion Jaquan Shea will be. Jaquan in the ring, ready for a war, and that is indeed what this will be. Jaquan at the top of the show let out a challenge to any and all comers. Said that he's going to be a fighting champion. And Jamari Williams, of course, stepped up. Not about that championship for J-Dub. It's about payback. It's about vengeance. But someone else did make their intentions clear. American Justice said that he was going to be coming for that championship. Obviously, it representing Anarchy. AJ is all about justice. Wants to bring a new order to CMV and thinks that grabbing that championship would be the way to go. So Jaquan better have eyes in the back of his head. Have someone like American Justice after you. Don't we all? Let's be honest. The Kip Up King. Not only Jamari here, obviously looking to get him something against Jaquan, but a win could get him another crack at that Anarchy Championship. Jamari was not the one pinning that triple threat at Ascendance 5. We know that the former champion, Perry Heenan, said that he's done with that title. So at least Jaquan can breathe easy there that Heenan's not going to be coming for a rematch. Perry said he's going to move on to bigger and better things. This matchup gets underway. These two go right after each other. This is not the first time they've gone one-on-one. They did before earlier in the season during the Cyborg Invitational, and Jaquan was victorious in that encounter. Many months later, though, look at this. Jaquan early on locking in a triangle choke, but Jamari able to escape rather quickly. Ooh, high kick to the side of the head. Irish whip now rebounds off the rope. Shea looking to catch him on the rebound with a nasty super kick. Echoing throughout the arena here. Live from Boston, Massachusetts. For Monday Night Fusion edition number 94. Still to come up next, guys. I'm very excited. The S&S connection, Mr. Money in the Bank, Jacob Ziegler. Indeed, you are hearing that correctly. And Shane Scott going to take on the new Fusion Tag Team Champions, the bickering duo, Tyson Cage and Sarasi. They finally did it. They got it done in Ascendance, dethroning Desolation. But can they stay on the same page is the question. Look at this. Jamari unleashing right hands right to the jaw of Jaquan. You can see that angst, the fury behind every single punch. Oh, woo! Knife edge chop flooring J-Dub to get himself back into control. Big ol' elbow drop, and there's the Kip Up King in action. Also to come, guys, the debut of 10L. Going to be taking on Lex Knight after what he did to Xander Slate at Ascendance. Lex Knight had best be prepared. We've also got Harvey Hastings taking on the returning Shiloh Grant. Our main event, a 20-man Iron Man match. A rematch from the main event of Ascendance 5. Paul Devine, Chris Andrews, one-on-one. Neither man walked out of the Granite Stage Mall with the world title. Of course, Schmitty's sitting pretty. We'll get into that more later on. Nice little lariat off the springboard. And a tweet here, guys, from Flashy says, I really do thank Sean Kent for one hell of a match for the debut, but that asshole will get what's coming to him. So Flashy paying some respect to Sean Kent there. It certainly was a great matchup, but indeed, Agile attacking after the match. Flashy let him know it's not going to go unanswered. Little defeat from J-Dub, who's now in control, bringing Jaquan to a vertical base, kicks out the back of the leg. Jamari with the Kiwi crushes. That final one right to the back of the head. Laying him out, and this is Williams' opportunity to capitalize. What does that say on the back of Jamari? Does that say 1 week wonder? Oh! Nice counter. 1, 2 into the roll-up, but no, only a 2 count. Williams trying to steal it there. Does that say 1 week wonder? Oh! Oh! Good night, driver! Haven't seen Williams hit one of those in a while. Hooks the leg. Will it be enough to do the deed? 1, 2, 3. It is! Williams victorious! And that had to feel good for Jamari Williams. Putting Jaquan out. What should have been the happiest night of his life. Coming off of Sentence 5, winning the Anarchy title. Jamari, though, getting his revenge. Something tells me it's not going to stop here, though. One hit wonder. Yes, that's his spear. That's what his spear is called. I was going to say 1 week wonder? Didn't know what that was a reference to, but with the good night driver you saw right there, Jamari countered a powerbomb into a roll-up. Jaquan was able to kick out, but as soon as he got back to his feet, he got caught with the good night driver, that single unhooked DDT, and Williams sealing the deal, guys, pinning the Anarchy champion. What a win for Jamari. Something tells me Jaquan's going to have something to say about this. But for right now, Jamari going to celebrate with the CMV universe. And a tweet, ladies and gentlemen, here coming from Harvey Hastings, says, at Gerard Fisher, if you even dare show your face around this arena tonight, I will destroy you. And Gerard replying, saying, you will die trying. And then a tweet from Sean Kent here says, at Azrael, I'm not finished with you. So Sean Kent and Azrael know that he ain't done with him either. Azrael might have made a mistake, got 2 enemies coming after him now. And indeed, we are going to see Harvey Hastings in action later on, taking on the returning Shiloh Gray. Will Gerard Fisher make an appearance? We'll have to wait and see. As up next, guys, tag team action coming our way. The SNS Connection, they're calling themselves Mr. Money in the Bank. Jacob Ziegler and Shane Scott going to take on our new Fusion Tag Team Champions in the bickering duo, Tyson Cage and Sarasi. And you are hearing me correctly. Jacob Ziegler is Mr. Money in the Bank. It was at the top of the show, of course. If you missed Ascendance 5, Matt Devious won the Money in the Bank ladder match at Ascendance. He and Andrew Briggs, Badman Incorporated, started off the show tonight flaunting their victory, flaunting their success, when Jacob Ziegler would come out, get in Devious's face. A little bit of a war of words ensuing, the two getting under each other's skin. Matt Devious threw down the challenge to Jacob Ziegler for a matchup there at the top of the show. Ziegler accepted under the condition that Devious puts his Money in the Bank briefcase on the line. And then Shane Scott, right as the bell rang, would come running down, attacking Andrew Briggs, distracting Devious, to which Ziegler would use to his advantage, rolling up Devious and pinning him in under 10 seconds. And just like that, ladies and gentlemen, Jacob Ziegler is Mr. Money in the Bank and has that briefcase now in his possession that he can cash in for a title shot anytime for up to a year until next year's Ascendance. Devious letting his emotions boil over and certainly get the best of him. Ziegler, man, there was obviously a game plan in the works between he and Shane Scott, as now they look to get 2 victories in one night. What a win this would be, no doubt, over the brand new Fusion Tag Team Champions. And guys, a tweet here from Kendall Wolf says, "Never doubt me again. Hashtag here to stay." So, it's not really any insight into why he attacked Miles Kelly at the top of the show, but apparently with a message to state here. I hope for more clarification, no doubt, from Kendall. Yeah, it's going to be on Thursday. Reality Wrestling is on Thursdays, usually earlier, between like 11 or 12-ish. 11 a.m., 12 p.m. is when I usually stream it on Thursdays. And a tweet, guys, from Jaquan Shea says, "Does Jamari Williams think one win over me is going to do anything? Nope. Hashtag and still." So Jaquan letting Jamari know that win just a few moments ago means nothing to him. He's still the Anarchy Champion. And here he comes, ladies and gentlemen. Ziggler taking the smart path that most have before him and leaving that briefcase somewhere protected backstage. Doesn't want someone coming out trying to steal it. Doesn't want to get worked like Matt Devious did earlier in the night. Got that dank leather jacket, that dank gold chain, does the Scotsman. Scott and the Scotsman, ladies and gentlemen. Quite an alliance being formed here between two of Fusion's brightest. And now Ziggler guaranteed to be the future of this brand. We very well could be looking at the next world champion. Whenever he wants to, he can cash in for a world title match at any time. And a tweet, guys, from Andrew Briggs says, "Bunch of thieves, hashtag conspiracy." So Briggs obviously not too happy. His partner getting the case taken from him. And a tweet, guys, from Bannon simply says, "See you soon, Billy." And the harbinger of darkness returning earlier in the show, attacking Billy Weaver. The two of them getting into a brutal brawl. Of course, Weaver returning in the Money in the Bank ladder match at Ascendance 5 after 9 months out of action. What an ovation he got. Before he could even speak tonight, Bannon would return. Like I said, a nasty brawl ensuing, and Bannon would get the last laugh with the healing touch, rather, I should say. As here comes Filth, Shane Scott, who was my favorite to win Money in the Bank. The tear that he was on the month leading up to Ascendance 5 is completely unbeaten, beat every other man in the Money in the Bank matchup. That includes Jacob Ziegler. But Ziegler certainly has Double S here to thank. If not for that distraction he caused, who knows if Ziegler would be Mr. Money in the Bank right now. Like I said, there was obviously, if you ask me, some sort of game plan going on there between these two. As Scott and the Scotsman, the SNS connection here, await the arrival of the Fusion Tag Team Champions. It's a huge opportunity for the SNS connection here. And look at that, the man with the most exquisite facial hair in all of CMV. With that gold firmly wrapped around his waist, he and Sarasi getting it done in Ascendance 5. Finally dethroning Desolation to become the new Fusion Tag Team Champions. But afterwards, as Tyson Cage tried to celebrate, Sarasi ducked out, taking his title with him, his half of the belts with him. It seems that the Masked Man still does not fully trust Tyson Cage, so the question is, can these two remain on the same page? Or will they be knocked down just as quickly as they rised up through the ranks? I wonder how different CMV would be right now if Kaiva and Josh Wolf won the tag team titles at Wildcard. They were the first bickering duo before the bickering duo was the bickering duo. Never forget. Hey, what up, Tim? This is the fourth match of the evening. SNS Connection poised to take on the new Fusion Tag Team Champions. Indeed, Ken the Wolf returning to Fusion at the top of the show. Like I said, nearly a year out of action. I in the CM Universe thought that he was being officially signed to Genesis, but apparently not. Swerving and attacking the new Rising Star champion, Miles Kelly, before his match with Arthur Rose with that vintage metal bat of his who took him out. And so far, we've seen flashy Victorianist debut over Sean Kent. Afterwards was attacked by Azrael. And we just saw Jamari Williams knock off Jaquan Chance. Here he comes. The fans on their feet. Yes! 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 I am excited. Sarasi, one of my favorites. As he points that gold wrapped around his waist. Here we go. Sarasi hoisting his gold high up into the air. Now all that remains to be seen is can the Pickering duo continue working together as well as they did at Ascendance 5. They were like a well-oiled machine against Desolation. As the man who actually picked up the pinfall at Ascendance actually won those titles in Cage. Going to start things off against Mr. Money in the Bank, Jacob Ziegler, who nails him with a knee early on. Oh, knee to the back of the head as he holds his face to the canvas. Still to come tonight, guys. Up next, the debut of 10L as he's going to be taking on Lex Knight. We've still got Harvey Hastings battling the returning Shiloh Gray in the main event 20-minute Iron Man match. Paul Devine, Chris Sanchez, a rematch from the main event of Ascendance 5. I cannot wait for that. Look at the quickness of Ziegler. My goodness, you blinked, you missed it. Kevin Lee type-ish right there. But not even a one count, unfortunately, for the Scotsman of the SNS connection here. The draft will be the Monday Night Fusion after Battle Scars, which, by the way, let me just make it clear right now, because I don't think I, well, I did hint at it in my little post about stuff changing next season, but it's a 4-week build to Battle Scars, so this is the first week, so there's 3 more weeks after this, and then Battle Scars itself, the night after will be the draft, the first annual draft since the brand split last year, and then 2-week build to Retaliation, the first Fusion exclusive pay-per-view, and that is the season finale, as Ziegler, with that vintage buckle bomb of his, might set Tyson Cage up for the end already. Oh, what? Ziegler? What? I haven't seen Jacob hit this since he returned, I don't think. Oh, drive-by, double boots to the temple. Not going for the pin, though. That's a mistake. Cage going to make him pay for it with a punch to the gut, sucking the air right up out of him. And if I were Cage, I would be looking for a tag. Oh, Tyson! Dirty heel tactics indeed, as he pulls off that top turnbuckle, exposing the steel that lies beneath. Some old characteristics of Cage showing up here. Like I was saying, though, Tyson got to make a tag, and he luckily does. Of course, Ziegler can stop him. And this is a singles match that I would have loved to see. But Sarasi, unfortunately, here, not starting off great. Caught with a blue thunder bomb at the hands of Shakab. And a tag to filth now. See how Scott can do. Irish whip rebounds off the ropes. Ooh! Nice single leg drop kick. Up to the top rope. He goes with the quickness. Goes for a modified leg drop. Sarasi having none of it, though. Shane Scott been working on his speed here. Yo, what up, Big Dono? Welcome to CMV, my friend. Monday Night Fusion edition number 94. We are fresh in the fallout of Ascendance 5. We still have a lot to get to, including that main event 20-minute Iron Man match between Paul Devine and Chris Andrews. Just 4 weeks away from the 3rd annual Battle Scars Hurricane Rana by Filth. Done to perfection. Twisting leg drop there, a bit cheeky. 6 fusions left to go until the end of this season, guys. Retaliation, the first ever Fusion exclusive pay-per-view, going to send us on our way. 2K18 on the horizon. Season 5 going to begin. I'm certainly excited, especially after hearing those, got me real wet, the announcement of those match creator options. Whew! Sarasi, a little bit of, butterfly suplex. Catching Shane Scott up. Looks to continue his assault with a stomp down to the arm. Tyson Cage rested up on the apron as Sarasi working the arm of Shane Scott here. Maybe looking to pull a sexy star and tear it right out of the socket. Remember, guys, you gotta look right there. I almost forgot about it until I just saw it glinting in the light. That turnbuckle is exposed. I think all four. Oh, wait a minute! Bickering duo! Working together again! Catapult Larry into the corner! Hooks the leg of Shane Scott! John Cone just not going to count it, though, or Slappy, rather. 1, 2, but only a 2 count. Flashbacks, because John Cone stole Slappy's clothes at Ascendance. Sarasi able to stop Ziegler there, guys. If Slappy wasn't so slow, that might have been a 3 count. As now Tyson, Sarasi just breaking up that camel clutch. Doesn't like camel clutches, I guess. Sarasi and Shinaz Andoni are good friends. Doesn't want Tyson Cage stealing his patented camel clutch. And Sarasi and Jacob Ziegler got to get back to their respective corners here. Cage trying to keep up the assault. He knows that Shane Scott's reeling. Oh, exposed turnbuckle coming back to bite Tyson Cage. Hook to the jaw. There's the Tiger Suplex. Coming to the play. No. Thwarted by Tyson Cage. Now Cage and Irish whip into the corner. Tag to Sarasi. Switching it up a bit. Cage flung the assistant lariat. Slappy, can he be quick this time? Slappy yellow. Slappy. Woohoo. Tyson Cage, can he stop Ziegler? No. Ziegler breaks through to make the save. Rip and piece that move. Nice little cheeky springboard senton. I know I'm going to get yelled at by Chrissy for keeping that move on. I forgot. Shane Scott, though, thanks to Ziegler, has a chance to battle back. He should make a tag to the Scotsman right about now. He is not looking too well. Getting hit with 2 of those tag finishers. Trying to bounce back into it, though. Nice clothesline. Another nice clothesline. Can he make it 3 in a row? Yes. No. Ducks the clothesline. Super kick by Filth. As Tyson Cage, you see on the apron, not looking too well. Barely able to keep himself on his feet there. Oh, Tiger Suplex. Beautiful bridge on his tippy toes. 1, 2, but only a 2 count. Sarasi hurting for certain right now, as is Cage. The bickering duo not looking too well in their debut as the Fusion Tag Team Champions. That's Connection looking to make it their night. Oh, look at Shane Scott scoping out the scene, measuring up his prey before tagging to Ziegler, letting Mr. Money in the Bank get him some. An immediate pinfall attempt. 1, 2, but only a 2 count. Bless Big Dino, I appreciate that, my friend. If you would like to be a part of CMV, !join in the chat. We'll give you a link to our website, Long Road Home, pump handle driver there by the Masked Man. !CMV will let you know more about us. Either way, welcome. Sarasi with a stomp down to the back of the head. One half the Fusion Tag Team Champions here. Oh, Irish whip from the exposed turnbuckle. Sarasi with the dirty heel tactics. I don't know if Sarasi is really aware that happened, though. He's going to do it again because he keeps trying to go going for his comeback. GG, no re. Look at Shane Scott coming in like, ref. Exposed turnbuckle. Guy's going to do it a 3rd time. Sarasi, I think he knows by now the turnbuckle is exposed. No excuses at this point, Sarasi. Ooh, slip and slide driver by Sarasi. Don't see that too much. And Ziegler's spine has got to be on fire. Oh! Sarasi with the knee! And now a tag to Tyson Cage. Let's see if the man with the most exquisite facial hair in CMV can get it done. Cheeky little taunt. Bringing him up to his feet. Ziegler's woozy kick to the gut. Oh, what is this? Tyson Cage. Oh, package sit out, or like throwaway powerbomb type maneuver there, Majig. Whatever you want to call it. Witchamajiggy. Oh, there's that knee again from Ziggler, busting Cage wide open this time. Luckily able to roll out of the way quickly. Unfortunately, Ziggler slasher, and again, Cage's tack is going to come back. Negative effect on him. That exposed turnbuckle hook to the jaw. Ooh, that looks like it hurt Ziggler's hand. Front headlock, dragging Ziggler out of the corner. Oh, that back of the neck cracking like a walnut over the knee of Tyson Cage, who backs into the corner, taking this all in. Too much taunting from Cage here tonight, if you ask me, though. Should know better, especially against two men like Jacob Ziggler and Shane Scott. Nice Russian leg sweep to counter whatever Cage may have been going for there. Ziggler knows that he's got Cage hurt right now. Irish whip, that exposed turnbuckle again. Of course, everybody's going to try to hit their SIGs and come back in that corner. Oh, there you go. Perhaps a tag to Shane Scott. Yes, tag to Shane Scott. What is this? Super kick by Shane Scott. Turns around. Pedigree. Pedigree by Ziggler. What a combination. Tyson Kidd could be done for. Oh, okay. Oh no, Shane Scott's not done. Shane Scott wanted to put the exclamation point on it. Ah, no, Tyson Cage clutches up for the counter. Oh, what? Sarasi jumped off the apron, and I think Cage looking for a tag. There's that vintage bickering duo coming into play. Ooh, now a go-home driver. 1, 2. Oh, but just a 2 count. Now Sarasi's back into play. Oh, single underhook DDT. We don't see that too often from Tyson. 1, 2, 3. No, not a 3. Woo. Filth trying to snap back into play here. He is not faring too well currently. The bickering duo all over him. Irish whip into the corner now. What is Cage thinking as blood rushes down his face? That nasty gash on his forehead. Just looking at him in the corner, wasting a whole lot of time. A concussion might be coming into play right now for Tyson. Who knows? Boot to the side of the head. Putting him in the corner. Will Sarasi tag this time? No! Shane Scott moves out of the way. Tyson driving himself headfirst right into the top turnbuckle. Rotation neckbreaker now. Oh, tag to Ziggler, and what is this? Oh, brain massage! Disgusting! Frog splash, what teamwork! Beautifully executed there. Like poetry in motion. Tyson Cage, though, no selling like a G. Oh my God, that exposed turnbuckle coming into play a whole lot here tonight. And now Tyson gonna lean right up against it. Feels nice and cool against his back. Again, the trash talking though coming. Oh! Oh! Shade to Sarasi with the full Nelson face buster. 1, 2. No, only a 2 count. Ziggler now to the apron. Ziggler is not a frequent flyer like this. Nice senton done though right there. As Sarasi gonna show us his biceps, those 18-inch pythons, brother. What a tag team matchup this has been thus far. S&S Connection not wanting to take the L, wanting to make this a grand night to remember, but the bickering duo wanting to start off their reign the right way with a victory. Tag to Sarasi. Here we go. Catapult lariat. Lays out Ziggler. Slappy snap into it. There you go. 1, 2, 3. The bickering duo get the win. Ziggler's night started off fantastic. Smuggling away money in the bank from Matt Devious with the bickering duo. Gonna put a negative end. What a match and what a win for Tyson Cage and Sarasi. And Andrew Briggs left side a tweet saying, ha 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 ha. Obviously loving Seeing the S&S connection put down here. And there's what did it. Catapult lariat. On the same page, it seems they are staying. Looked a bit rocky there throughout. But in the end, the tag team champions reign supreme. The question is, which team is going to step up to try and take those belts, or on Desolation to come for a rematch? Perhaps Police Squad waiting in the shadows? Yeah, I agree. S&S Connection probably would have won off that super kick pedigree combo if Ziggler hadn't broken it up accidentally. He's trying to spear Sarasi off the apron. Kind of screwed him. I'm sure Briggs and Devious are having a laugh, though, right now. We know Andrew Briggs is laughing on Twitter. Laughs in tweet. But here we go, guys. The action continues. As up next, we get ourselves another debut coming. 10L, who made quite a first impression at Ascendance 5. It was during day 1 after Xander Slade had retained the United States title in that triple threat match against Azrael and Sean Kent that 10L would flood the ring. A bit of a stare down ensuing before Xander actually preemptively threw the first strike. So technically 10L was defending himself. Who knows? He might have been content with just a stare down. But either way, it did not end so well for Xander as 10L locked in that arm bar of his. Actually, it was an octopus stretch, and then I think he dropped it down into that arm bar. And just kept on pulling and pulling and pulling. Xander actually was tapping out, but it wasn't an official matchup, so the referee couldn't really do anything about it. 10L let go when he felt good and ready. And like I said earlier, Xander Slade is not here tonight. 10L actually ended up pulling his shoulder out of its socket. So who knows, Xander's probably going to need a good couple of weeks off to recuperate from that injury. While 10L here looks to make his way out onto the stage. I can already tell that 10L, of course, if you're familiar with NGW, he competed down there for a while. May it rest in peace, never forget. A very unique, not only entrance, but personality in general. This is just something they have to experience. Oh, that transition makes me wet, ladies and gentlemen. There he is, 10L, the soap opera star, making his way down towards the ring. It was a sight to see as he stood over Xander with the United States Championship hoisted up high, making his intentions very clear. 10L wasting no time, not going to wait in the back of the line, shooting himself right up to the front. Now it's time to see if 10L can hang with the big boys. Boy, up here on the flagship show. As his opponent tonight, certainly no push over the arm, and it's Lex Knight. Gonna look to put down some of that young talent. Lex Knight, ladies and gentlemen, the lavender-haired warrior. Been here since the start of this season. Been struggling as of late to get himself noticed, to get matches on Fusion, so you know, whatever opportunities he gets. He put on one hell of a match against Shane Scott a couple of months ago. That was the last time we saw him here on Monday Night Fusion. He knows opportunities like this don't come often. He wants to finish this season off strong. So that means not taking it easy on the young blood. Here we go, my friends. 10L making his debut, battling Lex Knight. Let's get it on. Slappy rings the bell. Still got our co-main event up next to come, as we are going to see Harvey Hastings battle the returning Shiloh Gray. I'm excited for that. Excited to see Shiloh back here on the Green Brand, the flagship show. And of course, in our main event, a 20-minute Iron Man match. Gonna house Paul Devine and Chris Andrews, a rematch from the Ascendance 5 headliner. Of course, neither of those men ended up walking out of Ascendance 5 with a world championship. Schmitty got the last laugh. We'll talk about that as we get closer. Right now, Lex Knight going to start things off his corner as he takes control, dropping the knee down to the kidney area. Lex Knight looking to flop him over 10-0, though, with a boot to the side of the head, and 10-0 very well. Certainly... Oh. Alexa just randomly waking up there. Off. Shut your mouth. Stupid robot. As I was saying, though, certainly made an impact in what he did to Xander Slate, but throwing himself kind of right into the deep end. Oh, grabbing hold of the arm, snapping it back over the knee, dear God. Oh, that looked like it hurt. And I'd say 99.9% of the 10L's offense is targeting the arms. Ooh, back into the corner. There's that flamboyancy, that certainly unique character of his, telling Lex Knight to suck it here. I don't know, I just say random words and she thinks I say her name. I don't. Some random ass shit she'll wake up to. DDT by Knight now as he goes to the second turnbuckle. Nice body splash, keeping it simple but effective there. That's what Lex Knight's about. Got that very old school, vibe about him. A lot of power moves, sit out side slams, backbreakers, the like. Likes to inflict damage, but without taking any risks. Goes to the kick to the back of the head. 10L saw it coming, though, moving to the side, and a German suplex. No, wrestling slam. Oh, and the helicopter, ladies and gentlemen. Slap to the back of the head. There's some disrespect coming into play. As now 10L scaling up to the top rope. 10L taking a risk here. If you ask me, it's a mistake. Oh, gyrating them hips. Never mind, I take it back. Woo! You can stay up there all day. Showing Lex Knight how to properly hit a body splash. Arms out wide. The CMV Universe certainly seems to be behind 10L here. Oh, going after that arm again. Lex Knight. Oh, escaping. Throwing him overhead. Like I said, Lex Knight is not a pushover, ladies and gentlemen. He took Shane Scott to the limit a couple weeks ago. Look at 10L going right back down to that arm bar. Oh my God. Might have just torn another man's shoulder out of its socket. Lex Knight about to be joining Xander Slate in the hospital. Irish whip into the corner from behind. Whatever 10L was going for there, thwarted by Knight. Not for long, though. Jawbreaker to battle back, create some distance. Now 10L pulling him out to the center of the ring, grabbing that arm. Bringing him up. Having a bit of fun. Arm wrench. Dropping him on his ass. Into the pin. God, how can you not enjoy watching 10L go to work? Oh, no. Oh, no. This is nasty. Look at the way he's got Lex Knight's arm bent behind his back. Oh, and then a stomp onto the wrist. Kick to the spine. No, Lex Knight moves out of the way with the quickness. Now a backbreaker. Single knee. Might have shattered that spine in 2 pieces. Brought out to a vertical base, trying for a suplex. Nope, stalled by L as he goes for a suplex of his own. I don't know if 10L is going to try for that same submission maneuver, kind of an octopus stretch type of submission he locked in on Xander at Ascendance 5. I don't know what he's going for here on Knight. Whatever it is, bad intentions are sure to follow. Up to the top he goes. What the hell? 10L! Oh, God! That arm might have been shattered, ladies and gentlemen. Look at Lex writhing in agony. 10L with a cheeky little stomp. Dear God. Knight reeling. Don't know what 10L tried for right there. Bam! Drops with a reverse DDT, though. Those arms are going to be sore in the morning. Bet my bottom dollar on that. Knight got to start protecting himself better. There's an arm drag. Gets him to a front headlock now. This 10. Oh, again with an arm breaker. Jesus Christ, man. Knight, get the defense up, boy. There you go. Target his arm. A little bit of his own medicine, if you will. Another knee to the kidney area. There's Lex Knight, like a shark in the water smelling blood, trying to come in at a certain angle here, trying to finish off 10L. Hooks the leg, desperation pin here, no doubt, by the NGW rookie. Only a 2 count, though, very close. Lex Knight has got to figure out a way to better his standing right now in this bout. There's another single knee backbreaker, something like that. Keep the pressure on. Grabbing by that lovely mane. 10L not allowing that to happen. Mess up that hair. I'm sure it took a good while to make perfect. Lex Knight, look at that strength. Military press. Oh, now Knight moonwalking his way into the corner. Gonna go for that discus big boot. We've seen him hit it before, and there it is. Might have knocked all those pearly whites right down 10L's throat, ladies and gentlemen. 10L, though, shaking the cobwebs as quick as he can. Short arm, shoulder block, drops him like a sack of stones. 10L's not done. Up to the feet. Going for a powerbomb? Powerbomb shoulder breaker! God, man! 10L gonna be putting everyone to fusion out on their asses. Broken arms left and right. Now 10L. What is this? Hammerlock reverse DDT dropping Knight. That might do it, folks. 1, 2, 3, and 10L victorious in his debut. with a successful debut here on Monday Night Fusion. Able to take out Lex Knight, inflicting maximum damage to the arms, man. And finally, the Hammerlock reverse DDT to do it, man, once and for all. The flamboyant Lionheart has arrived. Now he's got to be on the lookout because Xander Slay ain't going to be out for long. The United States champion embarrassed at Ascendance 5, and Xander's not taking embarrassment very well. Basking in the glory of 10L is the CMV Universe as we move into our co-main event of the evening. And ladies and gentlemen, here we go. It is co-main event time here on Monday Night Fusion, edition number 94, with that colossal main event still to come. A 20-minute Iron Man match going to pit Paul Devine against Chris Andrews in a rematch, I should say, from the main event of the grandest stage of them all. This past weekend, last week. But up first, Harvey Hastings, the Assassin, looking to bounce back from the loss that he took to Oliver Smith at Ascendance 5. Looking to take out the returning Shiloh Gray. Came out here earlier tonight. Of course, last time we saw him was part of the NGW roster. He was trying to kickstart his career, get back to his winning ways. Of course, the older brother, believe it or not, of Genesis' Tim LaFave. NGW came to an end. Shiloh Gray was kind of adrift. Finally found a home here on Monday Night Fusion. Had his return celebration kind of spoiled by Troy Myers a little bit. Myers coming out telling Shiloh Gray to stop boring the CMV universe. Getting in Gray's face. Shiloh didn't appreciate it too much, as you could imagine. But now Shiloh going to have to try to put that in the back of his mind for the time being, because he's going to have to be 100% focused on Double H here if he hopes to walk out with the win. And despite the fact that he was not victorious over Oliver Smith, may Oliver rest in peace, never forget, best of luck in your future endeavors. Oliver going out on top. It was one hell of a match. It was what happened after, though. That was more of the shock when Gerard Fisher would have come down. Of course, he and Harvey deciding beforehand to finally reform the house, their independent circuit tag team. Gerard would brutally turn on Harvey, beating him down with a metal bat. In respect to Harvey, he did not go down easy with the betrayal, the knife or the bat, if you will, to the back as Gerard stood tall. Got the tweet earlier, Gerard saying that his war begins tonight. Harvey threatening Gerard, saying that if he dares to show his face here, he's going to mangle that face. He's going to make him regret it. It is a new calendar year, though, with the season's end coming up upon us. Harvey Hastings and every other person on Monday Night Fusion looking to finish strong. Battle Scars just 4 weeks away. That third annual event. Gonna play host to the Genesis Money in the Bank. As Harvey Hastings awaits the arrival of Shiloh Gray. I have the feeling this is gonna be a very good match. Two men who are about even size, even body build even. Shiloh Gray, of course, more of a old school. Oh, and look at that. Look who's behind Shiloh Gray there on the stage. It's the German super soldier, Gerard Fisher. And Harvey is going absolutely mad in the ring right now. He is livid to the point of exploding. Shiloh Gray making his way down. I don't even know if Shiloh's aware of the fact that Gerard's coming down behind him. Look at the look, guys, on Harvey's face, gritting his teeth. Oh, I think he's about to go over and confront Gerard. Gerard running over this way, though. I know you're mad, Harvey. You got to stay focused. This is a big match, taking on the returning Shiloh Gray. Here we go. The Assassin. Shiloh Gray returning his first matchup in months, with Gerard Fisher playing watch ringside there. And immediately Shiloh going to try to take Harvey's head off with a wicked enziguri. What happened? Shiloh taking firm control here early on over Harvey. Snapping the arm over the shoulder. I think I've seen enough arm attacks to last me a lifetime at that 10L match. A little snap there. Takes a couple of steps back. Harvey lining him up. Rolling neck snap. Putting on the hurting for certain. Gerard knows that just being out here is boiling the mind of Harvey Hastings right now. How bad Hastings wants to get his hands on Gerard. With that going right from that, to take some restraint. Corkscrew moonsault attempted. Gray luckily able to dodge it and move out of the way just in the nick of time. Just in the nick bun of time. Am I right? Irish whip rebounds. Ooh, caught in the chest with a nasty punch. Goes for a super kick to the midsection. Couple of back elbows to the jaw instead. Like I said, two men of even build here. Same size, same body types even. Oh, brain! Ooh, Harvey did a double dodge. Caught with the catchphrase, unfortunately. As he's dragged away from the ropes. I was always a fan of Shiloh Gray. Of course, he came to CMV towards the end of last season to assist his little brother and Tim LaFave as a part of Genesis. Then things that end up turning out so well for him ended up going down to NGW, like I said. Rip in peace, never forget, was a float for these last couple of months. Finally found a home here on Monday Night Fusion. His return, spoiled by Troy Myers. Looking to at least walk out with a bit of good vibes, if you will. Shout out to Elijah Stewart. Face smashed through the canvas there. Face meet Matt. Back and forth they go. Nobody's been discernibly in control for very long here. Shiloh certainly exhibits most of the things you see from Tim LaFave. A lot of suplexes, a lot of slams of that type, but Shiloh also much more athletic than Tim is. Obviously smaller, a cruiserweight able to get down or get around a lot quicker, I should say, get down and punk it. Pull back attack into a neck breaker. Look at Gerard is fully behind Shiloh here, like, woo, yeah, boy, you go. Clap, clap, clap. Again, I don't know if Shiloh's even still aware that Fisher's lurking around ringside. Shiloh laser focus. He's got to have that right now. Oh, reverse STO. Ooh. The CMV universe seems to be behind Gray right now. They weren't so much earlier tonight. They were taking the side of Troy Myers during that verbal altercation. Harvey trying to bounce back right now. Sees that Shiloh is riding. A lot of momentum behind him. Going to the top rope. It's kind of an awkward positioning. Don't know what Double H is going to try for here. As he points at Shiloh. Begins rising to his feet. Harvey with a... Oh! Dragon Rana! Wow! I think that's the first time Hastings has successfully hit that. Usually he botches it. Out onto the apron goes Gray. Harvey going for a right hand that would have rocked that jaw. Shiloh, though, saw it coming, hops back in, right to a punch to the side of the face. Oh, might have been going for the headshot there. Shiloh obviously doing his homework. Grabbing him by the facial hair. Gray matter by Shiloh into the pin. 1, 2, 3, no! Whoa. Slappy making sure everybody is aware that was only a 2. About as close you can get now as Harvey with a fire up under his ass. Knows he's got to go into overdrive. Moonsault attempted. Unfortunately, just going to take all that canvas. Shiloh Gray in the driver's seat right now. Harvey is not looking great. Little foot DDT. Snap that ankle. Arm drag. Shiloh put in a kneeling position. Harvey going to shoot in. Goes for that arm. Snapping it. Transitioning into a Fujiwara here. You can see the agony on Shiloh Gray's face. Luckily, Harvey showing a bit of restraint there, if you will. To let Harvey! You're not getting the Anaconda Vice! I haven't seen Harvey lock this in ages! Anaconda Vice cinched in. Will Gray be forced to tap? No, a couple of well-placed knees. Is all that Shiloh needs to escape there. Couple of more seconds. This one might have been over. Another face slam. Very even matchup thus far. Shiloh nearly got the D done earlier with the Gray matter. As we get 50 Shades yet again. And Shiloh once more turned to the support of the CMV universe. Got Gerard cheering him on as well, ringside, whether he wants him there or not. A lot of support right now for Gray. Goes for a takedown, perhaps a last-ditch effort. Unfortunately, does not pay off for the assassin. As Shiloh takes a moment, takes a deep breath. Working out a kink in his wrist. Sees Harvey stirring. Now gonna shoot in. A little bit too far away. Gotta move up a little bit. There you go. No! Too much time wasted. Gives Harvey the chance he needs. Fall away to the bridge. 1, 2. Oh, only a 2 count. Harvey. You know, that taunt was largely going over towards Fisher there, who dusts some Dorito crumbs off his arm. Oh my God, what a Kinshasa! 1, 2. Oh my God, how was that not enough? That literally came out of nowhere. Harvey busted wide open. Elbow drop. Doesn't look like he got all of that one, unfortunately. Trying to maintain control. Woo! Talk about athleticism. My God, and again in the corner. Harvey trying to get inside his own head here, amp himself up. Trying to keep alive. Headshot again thwarted by Shiloh Gray. And Shiloh now on the hunt here. Sees an opening. Oh, but Harvey shoots faster. Again, locking in the Anaconda Vice. Look at Gerard ringside. He's like, don't you tap, don't you tap, you motherfucker. Can Shiloh find a way to escape again, or does Harvey have it? No, those knees to the back of the skull once more. Harvey bleeding badly from that gash on his forehead. Uranagi sit out side slam. European uppercut distance traded. These two are blowing the roof off the joint. Boston, Massachusetts, live for Monday Night Fusion. This is our co-main event. And Shiloh Gray, will the third time be the charm? Hooks the arm, grabs the leg. Gray matter. Gerard hooting, hollering. 1, 2. No, what? Are you kidding me? What the hell has gone into Hastings? Where was this in Ascendance 5? And now a bangerang by the assassin. An aggressive, desperate pin attempt by Harvey produces but a 2 count. On Hastings, perhaps realizing that he just needs that one big move from the top. It could be. No. Corkscrew moonsault. Attempted that earlier, and Shiloh moved out of the way. I thought he was going to try for the shooting star. I guess didn't want to take a big risk like that. Oh, going to the top again, though. Perhaps since he hit the corkscrew moonsault, he says, why the hell not? Let's give it a shot. No! Shiloh moves out of the way. Unfortunate for Double H. The little troll Gray is. Oh, maybe going for another 50 Shades. What a match this has been. I don't know what's going on here with the arms. Inverted suplex by Harvey. Brought up to a vertical base. A third time. Locked into the Anaconda Vice. The ropes are right there. Can Shiloh reach? Right in front of Gerard, a message being sent, no doubt about it. Harvey looking to make Shiloh tap out, just mere inches from Fisher, but Shiloh again. Resilient as all hell, does not want to take the L in his return here to Monday Night Fusion. He might not have a choice though. These two are tired. Wrong time to taunt there. Gray gonna take a kick to the midsection, a big old uppercut. Sleeping on his feet, perhaps luring him in, playing possum. DDT! With some oof behind it. And Shiloh, look at that, the quickness brings him to his feet. Shoulder block, watch out Slappy, shoulder block again. Oh, goes for a clothesline. Back suplex instead. Shiloh is feeling it right now, he is hyped up. coursing through his veins. 50 Shades, a third time. Numero tres. Shiloh closing in on the win. Harvey bleeding bad. Blood gushing. He's donning that proverbial crimson mask as he's caught with the gray matter yet again. Oh my God. 1, 2, 3, and Shiloh gets it. I thought there was going to be a rope break for a second there. Shiloh said towards the end there, fuck it, fam, I'm going in. I'm about to go hard in the motherfucking paint. God damn, what a match. And Shiloh Gray victorious in his return to Monday Night Fusion. To the jubilation of Gerard Fisher there ringside. I don't know if we're going to be able to see his reaction. Look at Gerard. Watch Gerard. When Slappy's hand hits the canvas for the 3. He's like, woo! Love it. He can't believe it. Glad he was here to see it. Well fought by... Oh! Troy Myers! Myers rushing the ring! Shiloh doesn't see him. Oh no! Misses the punch. No, there you go. Gets it the second time. Gerard just still standing ringside. Gerard coming into the ring. What the... Oh, they're just leaving. Allowing Troy Myers. See, oh, Gerard coming back. What? Oh, then leaving again. Not too sure what he wants. Oh, there he goes again. Oh, goodbye, Gerard. Hope to see you in a couple of seconds. Oh, there he is. Popping back in to say hello. I'm just going to go this way. As Shiloh tries to fight back Troy Myers. Oh, welcome again. Glad to have you, Gerard. Oh, going so soon? Adios. Oh, hello, Gerard. Oh, wait a minute. You got to leave? Unfortunate. Shiloh and Troy Myers battling each other as Gerard. Not sure what he wants to do right now. Doesn't know if he wants to get involved or if he wants to get the hell out of here. But Shiloh making Myers pay with 50 Shades. Myers regretting this post-match attack attempt. As now, what is Gerard doing? Troy Myers dodging a stop attempt, kick to the gut. Arm drag though by Shiloh. Go for a code breaker. You're looking to use Troy Myers' own move against him instead of Shiranui. And Shiloh gonna be left standing. Myers' attack backfiring on him, ladies and gentlemen. As he gets the hell out of here, doesn't know what Gerard's up to. And look at the look on Troy's face. He is not happy with how things went. What a night for Shiloh, though. Alright guys, my phone died. I was charging it all day. When I turned it on, I was at 48%, so rip in peace. But, so if you got a tweet, unfortunately I ain't going to be able to read it for you. But it is time for our main event, my friends. What a night it has been, no doubt about that. The return of Kendall Wolf, brutally attacking the new Rising Star champion Miles Kelly. For what reason, it's unknown. We had a flashy Victoria in his debut over Sean Kent. Great match that was before being attacked by Azrael. And we saw Jamari Williams get a bit of revenge over Shaquan Shea, putting him down in their one-on-one encounter. Saw a great tag match between the SNS Connection and the new Fusion Tag Team Champions, the bickering duo, Cage and Saratsi, able to get the win. And we had 10L with a successful debut, picking apart Lex Knight for putting him down with that nasty Hammerlock reverse DDT. We just saw an excellent one-on-one bout between Harvey Hastings and Shiloh Gray. Gray getting the win. Troy Myers trying to attack him. Shiloh battles him back. I don't know what Fisher was doing. He was a bit confused, maybe a little bit too happy about Harvey Hastings being beaten. And now it comes down to this, a rematch from the main event of Ascendance 5, guys. Paul Devine and Chris Andrews, it was the show of shows. What a match it was. And Paul Devine was victorious when it was all said and done. The dust had settled. A two-time world champion. You might not like Paul Devine. I know that I personally lost a lot of respect for him. But, man, I was out of my seat. I was clapping my hands. It was a great matchup and a great win for Devine. Unfortunately, as many expected, as many knew would happen, Schmitty would come waltzing down the ramp, come into the ring, take that dagger out, and stab Devine right in the back with it. Schmitty bringing a referee out, forcing another match after all that Devine had been through in that battle with the Bloody Brit. Making it for the championship. Schmitty would pin the Asian Sensation after hitting old school Schmitty. It was all a plan from the very start. Schmitty does nothing without a plan, ladies and gentlemen. He is the thinking man's wrestler. And now the Fusion general manager sits atop his throne, lording over Fusion. Cole Savage couldn't stop him. Devine couldn't stop him. Nobody can seem to stop this man. And he's not even here tonight. A tweet earlier today, Schmitty said that he's out with his boys, out with Lineage, celebrating that monumental win of the Undisputed Championship. And while he's gone, pitting his two biggest foes, the two biggest threats to his championship, against one another in one of the most grueling matches in wrestling, an Iron Man match. 20 minutes, these two will be pitted against one another. Whoever has the most falls at the end of that time limit will be victorious. As Devine gonna go down in history as the shortest reigning world champion of all time, ladies and gentlemen. Him and Justin Sane are right up there next to each other. Sane, when he first won the title, his first reign, he was cashed into by Ryan Kent right after he captured it. Him and Devine, neck and neck. You know Devine's got to be down on himself right now. What should have been the greatest moment of his entire life became the absolute worst. Devine should have known better, though. He should have known better than to trust Schmitty. Everybody told him, you're making a mistake. What are you doing, Devine? But Devine just would not listen. In the end, it all came back to bite him. As here comes the Bloody Brit, who's looking to try to rebound after taking that loss to Devine in the main event of Ascendance 5. Who knows what's next for Chris Andrews with Schmitty as the world champion. And I don't know who he's going to give a shot to. Schmitty is going to be world champion to the end of time, never having to defend against anybody. That would be my guess. Right now, here we go. 20 minutes on the clock, ladies and gentlemen. Iron Man match. Pinfall, submissions, countouts, and disqualifications all in effect. Whoever has the most falls at the end of that 20-minute time limit will be victorious here. Like I said, Paul Devine got to be down on himself. But these two men know each other so well. All they've been through was a great match in the main event of the Ascendance 5. And I'm sure they're going to do it again here tonight. Bulldog by Devine there. Back body drop by Andrews, immediately able to recuperate. Andrews now propping Devine up to his feet. The Asian Sensation, though. Nice back elbow to the midsection. Runs right into a punch to the chest. No. How about that one? Out of the headlock. Now just going to town. Double axe handle. Double axe handle. Turn it up, baby. Neither of these men are in especially high spirits right now. Not in a good mood. Looking to take that out on each other with Schmitty not being here. It's probably a good move by Schmitty not being in the arena with the man that he screwed. And you know, Bloody Brit, I'm sure Andrews is well aware that if it was he who was victorious, if he had won the world title, then Schmitty would have done the exact same thing. So I'm sure the Brit not too happy with the game changer either. Those knees right to the temple as he hooks the leg. 1, 2, but only a 2 count. And in an Iron Man match, guys, it is all about stamina, conserving your energy as the time goes on. These two obviously going to get more and more tired. You'll see their shoulders slump. You'll see them hard pressed to, go for power moves. They gotta take it slow. They gotta take it easy. You saw at the beginning of this matchup with the collar and elbow they went into, feeling each other out, even though they gotta know each other like the back of their hands. Paul Devine with a snapmare puts Chris Andrews down to a seated position. Nice drop kick to the back of the head. And it's been one wild night here on Monday Night Fusion thus far. Fresh off the heels of the Showcase of Immortals, this new calendar year now 4 weeks away from the 3rd annual Battle Scars pay-per-view event. 6 more Fusions till the end of the season, guys. Retaliation, the first ever Fusion exclusive pay-per-view, going to send us on our way into Season 5. Into 2K18. Nice monkey flip. Nearly sending the Brit out of the ring there. Remember what I said at the start of this matchup. Countouts, disqualifications are still in effect. So these two got to keep it in the ring. Don't know what the Brit was going for there in the corner. Devine able to counter it. Now shoots in. Arm drag, though. Goes for a kick to the midsection. Brit counters the kick up under the thigh. And that is one of the worst places to be. Oh, winding uppercut. One of the most painful areas to be punched or kicked is that thigh, or underneath the thigh. Damn, that kick just quaked the entire arena. I felt that over here. It didn't feel too great. Don't do that again, Britt. And we know Chris Andrews loves all things threes as we get the trio of power bombs. Uno, dos, tres. Now going for the leg. No, Devine is very agile, though these past couple of months he's been less and less, not too many springboards, not many risks up the top rope. Very conservative Paul Devine is becoming. Discus ya punch ya! By the Brit, baby! And Andrews ain't done. Devine reeling, Brit pinning his arm under the canvas, stomping away at that hand. And that is just malicious. Just trying to break that hand, render it useless. Paul Devine did defeat Chris Andrews with the 24th punch at Ascendance. Take out that hand, take out the 24th punch. Countered revenge right there to Devine. That's nothing but good news. As now we have a Northern Lights driver. Japan's biggest export, another Bulldog single-handedly. A lot of Bulldogs here from Devine. Oh, and there's the bro kick, a.k.a. the timestamp. Shades of his brother Quantum, the man he shares 4 tag team championship reigns with. Devine, though, gas tank already running empty, and that is not good news. Can't say it enough. Ooh, goes for a crossbody, I think. Very rarely see Britt go for something like that. Now Paul lining up his shot. Kick to the gut. Tuck between legs, up over the shoulders he goes. Arms still hooked. Divine intervention. Slappy just nearly fucking fallen into the pin, middle of the ring. Can Divine score himself a point? Uno, dos, no tres. Devine going to try to stay in that driver's seat and maintain control. Momentum is swinging in his favor. Doesn't want to allow Andrews to turn things around. Couple of forearm smashes. Catchphrase. Shades of Hayden Keightley there. Former X-Gen brother. Going for that psych out roundhouse kick, but Britt knows Paul Devine simply too well. As now the Britt in the corner. Oh, the CMV universe eating it up. They love the Brit, they do. Devine looking up at the lights. This would be a perfect time for Andrews to capitalize. Backing in that corner. Maybe he was looking for the British boot. Too much time pandering to the crowd, though. Action roll by Devine. Now he let him go for the timestamp again. Running sit out power bomb. Devine's head just bouncing off of every single turnbuckle on the way down. Now the Brit backs into the corner. Clear shot this time. Lining him up, target locked. British boot! Nails him. Might have unhinged that jaw, and Andrews wasting absolutely not a second. Revenge! Lays out the ancient sensation, hooks that leg. 1, 2, 3, and the Brit scores a point. It is now 1-0, but if you are just joining us, this is a 20-minute Iron Man match. I don't know how much time has passed exactly. If my phone didn't die, I probably would have set a timer. Rip in peace. But it certainly has been a good while, I know that. Probably closing in on 10 minutes or so. It's probably like 10 minutes around that time left. Chris Andrews just scored a fall. It is now 1-0, and now Devine has to go to work. We saw Britt stomp away at Divine's hand earlier. Divine looking to repay him with a stomp onto the... What do you call that? In the middle of the arm right there where the weenus is. Right on his weenus. Now a gator rolls. He transitions into a crossface. Not looking for a submission here. Rather trying to wear Chris Andrews down a bit. This is our main event here on Monday Night Fusion, ladies and gentlemen. Divine with a desperation pin. Ooh, I think that was a rope break, though. That was either a rope break or Andrews is just finished selling. Belly to belly. Divine is getting worked right now, guys. 1-0 currently. Andrews has got a point over the Japanese sensation. These two bitter rivals certainly have a common enemy in Schmitty now, the new world champion. Like I said, Schmitty screwed over Divine in the main event of Ascendance, but if Andrews were victorious, I would bet my bottom dollar that he would have done the same thing. Oh, discus ya puncha! A second time, immediately stomps on the arm. Now grabbing the hand, snapping it back over the knees. And that is an easy way to just snap an arm right in half, guys. The hatred they share for Schmitty doesn't deter the bitter hatred they have for one another. Perhaps Andrews may have been going for the DUI there. Instead, he gets a stiff slap to the face. Divine propping him up in the top turn, like laying across the ropes. It's a very weird position to be in. Oh, double knees to the gut. That did not feel good. Feel you. I like to feel you. Hooks the leg. 1, 2. Divine tried to tie it all up, but simply not enough to keep the Brit down. Instead, gonna go for that arm again. Schmitty, wherever he is, didn't have the balls to show up here on Monday Night Fusion. And as much as I hate to admit it, a smart move. Doesn't want to be in the same building with Divine just yet. I'm sure if Divine saw Schmitty, he would tear his ass up. Be nothing left of the Game Changer. Show of power by the Brit with that deadlift sit-out powerbomb. Only produces a 2 count for him, however. Oh, flipping off the hard camera, and I think that went directly to Schmitty. Wherever he is, he's surely watching, loving that his two biggest foes, like I said, his 2 biggest rivals score that championship, just tearing each other apart in this Iron Man match. Wearing each other down, making them perfect prey for Schmitty to swoop in. Like, I'd be incredibly surprised if Schmitty ever books himself to defend that world championship. I honestly really would. Britt busted open with a hack suplex somehow. Don't know how that works, but oh well. Hooks the leg, still only a 2 count. Divine can't find his way to a 3. Hammer and sickle now by the bloody Brit, who's really taking that name legitimately, as blood trickles down his forehead, and the Brit is not a high flyer at all. I don't know what he's doing going to the top rope. What the hell? Elbow drop attempted, and that is why Brit never goes up to the top, because it never ends well for him. I don't even know what to call it. It was like a front flip leg drop attempted there by Divine. Britt now just manhandling him, ragdolling him with this trio of short arm clotheslines. Look at Britt, man. Treating Divine like his bitch right now. Britt in the corner. Maybe looking for another British boot, but perhaps is too close. Rethinking his strategy, game plan running through his mind right now. He's got time to think, but shouldn't waste too much of it. Divine beginning to stir now. As Andrews just watches Paul defeated here emotionally and physically. It is a sad sight to see. Like I said, I lost a lot of respect for Divine when he aligned with Schmitty and Lineage, but he's still Paul Divine. He still doesn't deserve everything that's happened to him. Should have been the greatest night of his life. Instead, it was the worst. And now he's got this, getting manhandled by Britt. That can of whoop ass been opened. And Andrews, numero tres, with the discus punch. Paul Divine flattened. Andrews having his way, kneels down for a pin, hooking that leg. And there's a 3 count. Now 2 points above Divine is Andrews. And I don't know exactly how much time. Oh! Cliffhanger! I don't know exactly how much time is left here, folks, but I don't know that Divine's going to be able to come back and even tie it. Divine has been in classic Iron Man matches before. That amazing run he had with Jacob Ziegler last season. One of the best matches of all time here in CMV. But I don't think anybody could come back like this late into an Iron Man. That belly to belly had a pure instinct. Andrew shoots over for a pin, looking to make it 3-0. Luckily only a 2. Lucky for Divine. Divine certainly did not come into this at 100%. He's got to be in his head right now. The better part of him focused on Schmitty and getting payback. And especially when you're in someone like the caliber of Chris Andrews, you got to be so focused. Oh! Timestamp! Can Paul Divine at least grab 1 point here? 1, 2. No, so close. He nearly did. Can Divine clutch up like no motherfucker has ever clutched up before? No! Oh! Counters the counter, the counter, the counter! Now a gentleman's clutch coming into play. After getting Divine Intervention countered, though. I don't know, I'm not going to say nothing because I would never doubt Paul Divine. That's Tiger Suplex right there. But if I had to bet money, I'd say Britt's going to be victorious, guys. How much time is left on the clock, I don't know. We got to be running down, though. It's been a brutal encounter. And Andrews lining him up. Revenge! A second time only. But it might produce a 3. Ooh. Oh, no, the time's over. Well, Divine saved from getting pinned a 3rd time. The time ends just as Andrews hits revenge a 2nd time and tries to score a 3rd point, but Slappy telling him it's too late, time's up. And the Brit is victorious, 2-0 over the Asian sensation. These two beating the holy hell out of each other. Like I said, emotionally fractured, physically drained. Divine really didn't stand a chance heading into this one, guys. The Brit able to rebound a bit from his loss in the main event of Ascendance 5. Schmitty, no matter the outcome here, you know, wherever he is, wherever he and Lineage are hiding, they have smiles on their faces. The Brit standing victorious, ladies and gentlemen, here in the main event. What the hell? Voice Vindy, Voice Vindy? What the hell? Voice Vindy from Intensity attacking the Brit from behind. What the fuck? Former global champion. What the hell is Voice Vindy doing here? Vindy attacking the Bloody Brit. Divine coming back into the ring. Divine attack Andrews too. Paul Divine and Voice Vindy double teaming Chris Andrews. What the hell is going on? What is Voice Vindy doing here? From Intensity, former two-time global champion, and he and Divine are just beating the holy hell out of Chris Andrews after that brutal Iron Man match. What is happening? Vindy. Oh. Oh no, look at this now. Double teaming Andrews. Double knee gutbuster. What is happening? I can't fathom Voice Vindy, guys. What is this? What's going on? Oh, Vindy accidentally attacking Divine. Or maybe purposefully. Perhaps this wasn't supposed to be an alliance between these two. Because now Vindy attacking both these men now. What is going on, guys? What is going on? All out mayhem. Vindy deciding to get the hell out of here. No, coming back in. I'm speechless. What is going on? Oh, now Andrews attacking Divine. Vindy just running about. I can't wrap my head around what is happening. Oh my God. Voice Vindy is in a fusion ring and attacking two former world champions. Beat the hell out of Andrews. Now planting Divine with a DDT. What has just unfolded here? Voice Vindy, ladies and gentlemen. What the fuck? I don't know what to say. Voice Vindy of Intensity, a former two-time global champion, just rushed the ring and took out two of the top talents here on Monday Night Fusion. After that brutal 20-minute Iron match, beat down both Paul Divine and Chris Andrews. What the hell does this mean? Is Voice Vindy a part of Monday Night Fusion? I can't fathom, guys. We're going to have to wait to hear from Vindy himself, but what a way to make an impact if you're going to. My God, that was insane. Divine actually tried to work with Vindy there at the start, but Vindy was like, fuck off, fam. I'm trying to get shit done right now. And then they ended up beating the shit out of Divine, too. Oh, my God. Ladies and gentlemen, what an episode of Monday Night Fusion. That was absolutely incredible. Kendall Wolf returning. Flashy with that victory debut. SNS Connection, the bickering duo going at it. Voice Vindy, that's all that you can really say. What the hell did we just see? Guys, if you like what you saw, make sure you drop a follow. I go live every Monday, Thursday, and Friday, so this Thursday will be Reality Wrestling. Friday will be the Fallout edition of Friday Night Genesis. Got a good card coming for there as well, no doubt about it. All the past episodes of CMV are located on my YouTube channel, which is linked in my Twitch info page. If you missed out on the 4-day extravaganza that was Ascendance 5, I have a playlist created. It's in all 11 parts, because fuck this game. And of course, our website is communityuniverse.4emotion.com. You can get a link by typing !join into the chat. All you got to do is go there and register. It takes like a minute. Pick a username, pick a password, and you are good to go. We are more than welcome any new members, new calls. So, I mean, speechless, guys. Hopefully we find out what the hell went down here tonight. And I will see you all on Thursday for some reality wrestling.